What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 147 of If You Grab Nintendo. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by the great...
Bobby, wake up. Bobby, wake up. Bobby. Bobby, wake up. Bobby, wake up. Bobby.
Bobby, wake up. Bobby, wake up. Oh, you're awake. Thank God. Bobby, I have this amazing idea. It's going to be amazing. I think we should...
What the f*** was that all about? Man, that was a weird dream. Oh, I need to make some coffee.
Wait, Bobby. Before we start the show, I think we need to talk, man. I've got this amazing idea.
Oh, God, dude, talk about deja vu. I could have sworn I just had a dream about this.
Buddy, I'm a married man. I told you before. Don't bring up your dreams about me. It makes things very uncomfortable.
Would you stop? It's not that... Okay, maybe it was that type of dream, but whatever, dude. Just, what is your idea?
Earlier this week, I was sitting at the kitchen table and started to brainstorm. We need to find a way to make us better, Bobby. We need to get better by any means necessary.
Whoa. Wait. Sean, wait a minute. I'm a little confused here. Am I thinking what I think you're thinking? I don't know. Am I thinking that?
I don't know, Bobby. Are you thinking what I think I'm thinking? I'm thinking about?
Wait. Is this really happening?
Dude, I think it's happening. Patreon!
That's right. After months of debating back and forth and Sean and I having these conversations, we've decided now, more than ever, is the time for us both to partake and join together again and to create a brand new Patreon campaign.
Hello, can I make that plus? How may I help you?
Hi there. Can I just get a large coffee with 2 Splenda, please?
That's everything?
That is all.
$2 for Splenda.
Thank you. And the last time that we did this Patreon thing, you guys were helping make us better. And holy crap, we can't thank you enough for everything that you helped us do. Because you weren't even just making us better, you're making all content on the internet better. We're all trying to keep up with each other, and that's what we did last time, and we're hoping to do it again this time.
So this now brings us to our new Patreon. We kicked around a lot of names, and trust me, Mub2 was high up on the list. But after some consideration for a long time, until a new name just felt right for us anyway, Patreon will be called You, Me, and Capri. What does the name mean? You might ask yourself, you're sitting there going like that, okay, whatever. For me personally, I think this name encompasses everything that is important to us within this Patreon. The person there, you, that helps us and supports us in so many ways, liking videos, sharing them, subscribing to our channels or whatever we do, coming to our Twitch streams, listening to our podcasts, all that stuff. So To us, you is the number one person in all that we're doing here, so we put you first. The me is pretty self-explanatory. That's me, Bobby. Make no bones about it. And then there's Capri.
Setting up a Patreon can be a daunting task when you think about all the different tiers and rewards and milestones. How do you set yourself apart? How do you make it better? So Bobby and I talked about a lot of different things. I think we've got a couple things to set ourselves apart. Hopefully you guys are really excited about it.
So let's kick this Patreon off properly with the rupee level, which is $1 or more per month. If you hit this, obviously, thank you so much, first off, for doing anything. Any level just means the world to us. You'll also get a few perks for doing this. Number one is, in the Discord server, you will get your own Patreon tag, a written thank you on NintendoGuru.com, a written thank you on SeanCapriGaming.com. Listen to weekly exclusive bonus topics on If We Ran Nintendo. Listen to weekly exclusive The Pants Patreon podcast, which is something new that Sean will be doing.
You say Mario? At the $2 level, that's the bronze level. Like, you can get all the perks from the rupee level, plus you can vote for and nominate a bonus Patreon exclusive topic of If We Ran Nintendo. And then for $1 more, you're at the silver level, getting all the previous perks, and your names get in the credits for our video podcast.
So what do you get for $10? This is our gold level package. Obviously, you'll receive all of the other previous tiers included that we mentioned previously. You'll be mentioned by name at the end of each video during the credits with a special thank you. The $20 is the platinum producer level, and for that level, Sean and I will write a handwritten note to you thanking you for being a part of Patreon and being a part of this level. Each person that reaches this level will receive a handwritten note from us. And again, all the other previous tiers are included in this bundle. So let's get serious now. Let's talk about the big dog, the Diamond Executive Producer, the $50 tier. This is a big one. We felt like we wanted to ramp it up a lot. And how do we do that? We basically take all the other tiers, smash it all in, you get all that stuff. And that seems like, okay, you're not really doing a whole lot for me at this point because I'm getting everything else that you've already given. Let's take it a step further, shall we? So if you have other content that you produce yourself, we are going to add a section to both my website, to Sean's website, that'll be content creators that support us on Patreon. Check them out. You'll basically have your link to all your content right there for everybody to be able to click and go check you out. You're also going to get your own special Discord tag that's going to basically tell everybody within Discord, hey, this guy's a Diamond Executive Producer. They're pretty top bananas in our book. I don't even know, whatever. You got me, right? We will send you a personalized video thanking you for taking this leap of faith and supporting us on such a massive level. And this is the part that I love. I think this is the best part of it all. A free t-shirt every single month that you are a part of this tier. Basically what'll happen is a couple days prior to the end of the month, myself or Sean, whoever, both of us, however we do this, however we decide to do this, will unveil a new t-shirt for the month. We will then, at that point, send you off a t-shirt of that month, whatever it is, you get it for free. Just amazingness through and through. The first month is a special shirt to mark the occasion of being an inaugural Patreon supporter of you, me, and Capri. So here's the image. You can see the image popping up somewhere across the board. Like, check it out. Looks pretty spiffy. I like it myself. So that'll be the image that we have plastered on a t-shirt. I hope you guys are excited about it. So that's where we're at with the Diamond Executive Producer. So now let's talk about stretch goals and where we are across the board here. $50. At $50, we take on something brand new. When we hit $50 once a month, we will hold a special Patreon Google Hangout where we'll all be able to talk and hang out and chat. Maybe it's on Discord. Who knows? We'll figure all that and fine-tune all that. But essentially what it'll be is just those people that are supporting us in Patreon will get an exclusive notification to know that we're all going to play some games together. Whether it be Mario Kart or Splatoon, whatever it might be. Whatever game we determine, this will be the game that we all kind of hang out and play together. That's what we're going to do. Maybe some Rocket League. Who knows? Who knows the craziness that might ensue? Sean Capri might host something with Sea of Thieves. We might be able to convince him to do that. Who knows? But that will happen when we reach the $50 goal
At $150, we're gonna create a Patreon exclusive podcast called You, Me, and Capri. It's not even gonna just be about video games. It's, hey, are these guys gonna go to the bathroom or not? Well, we're gonna bring a new podcast to you guys, that's right. And at that $200 level, I think this is a big one. We the Gamercast, spiritual successor podcast called The Gamercast is coming back. It's available to everybody, starting out as a monthly podcast, and I couldn't be more excited to have sweet, sweet hangs with strangers from the internet.
And the top tier of it all is the $500 tier. And what we're going to do with this is, once we hit the $500 tier, if we stay there for 3 consecutive months, any time that we stay for 3 consecutive months, anybody that is within our Patreon, anybody will be put into a random drawing to win a video game console of your choice. So that's right, once we hit the 500 for 3 months consecutive, we will do a massive drawing. You're automatically entered into the giveaway to win a free gaming console of your choice. Doesn't matter, Switch, PlayStation, if you really want to go that way, Xbox. That's another. I don't understand why you wouldn't go Switch, but whatever. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge. But the thing that you might not realize is, right now, Sean and I have been watching this entire thing with you live, and we're gonna pull back. And you guys can ask us any questions you want to ask us right now.
So here we go.
So there you have it, guys. That's what the whole shebang was and has been about for a while. First off, thank you, everybody that came today to check out what was going on. I did this thing where I basically just lie to people. And I call something like, don't call it a comeback. But essentially, like, it was just a way to kind of build hype. It's like something I like to do. But the thing of it is this. I want to start with this. I don't want to confuse anybody. I don't want anybody to think that, like, oh my God, everything's locked behind paywalls and all that stuff. That's not the case. Everything that I currently do is still going to be done. We're not changing the way we do things. Everything will still be, you're going to get all the Nintendo Guru Daily stuff that you've been getting. I'm going back to streaming starting Monday. So I'll try to stream Monday through Friday again. Nintendo Talk Live will be back. The hiccup in the schedule was just because I was trying to edit and coordinate everything between Sean and I. Now that we are done that, and this is all out in the open, and we can kind of talk about it freely, this is where we're at. And so what we wanted to do was to allow everybody the opportunity to, like, hey, if you got questions, if you're not sure what exactly all this means, how we got to this part and all this stuff, I am super excited about this. It was something that when I came back a while ago, Sean was still doing Make Us Better. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really feel comfortable going back into that situation. And then a few months later, kind of Make Us Better kind of dissembled and
had a baby.
Yeah, kind of went their own way and fell apart a little bit. PSVG kind of went off and did their thing.
Yep.
So then what I did was I had been thinking recently, like the past couple of months, because people had been coming to me and just mentioning about like I'm just going to say it because I don't know. Like last weekend, a group of 9 people got together and just PayPal'd me money. Like they were like, we want to do something nice for you. We want to give you money. We don't know how to because you don't do Patreon no more. Here. And they just PayPal'd me money. And I just thought, like, this is a nice way to, not a nice way, but this is a way for me to offer people separate. Because here's the thing. Sean and I both stream. Yep. I do YouTube videos. The idea here is not to go like, hey, you have to now pay us on everything. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do anything at all other than what you're already doing. Subscribing and following and all that stuff. All we are saying is if you can, if you want to give us money, this is an opportunity for you to do it. And by the way, there's a lot of pretty cool perks in here. But Sean, I'm rambling, which I do a lot.
As you should, man. This has been a long time coming. This is something that we've been working on for quite a while, and all the way up until 2 a.m. last night when we're like, we gotta finalize this stuff. You know what I mean? We want to get too far behind the curtain here. But yeah, you know what? Like everything happens for a reason. I feel like we're in a really good place now, and we had to. You and I both had life kind of happen. You know what I mean? Like we both just sort of had things that took us away from the way things were, and I do feel like a lot of people are in really good places right now. If you want to stop fiddling with all my settings, man. Like,
Oh, dude, it's so loud, man. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no.
That's why I was. That's what happened. Skype.
Am I deafening people?
Yeah, you're back.
I'm sorry,
You're
guys.
back. You're back.
I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they can make us better at some point. You know what I mean? I'm really excited about this, dude. And I want to say, you know, everybody else is here, so I get to do this in front of everybody. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I said to Bobby a few times as we were talking about this over the last few months, like, are you sure you want me in this, man? Like, you're more than capable of doing this on your own, and it means a lot that you invite me along on this ride with you, man. Ever since you wanted me on If We Ran Nintendo, I feel like ever since the very first time you were on We're the Gamercast, we've had something very, very special, and I think people recognize that, and there's a certain community that is sort of engendered around that, and I'm really hoping that this sort of just formalizes it all over again. I sort of feel like over the last few months in the Discord, like it's your Discord, but I'm like I don't really have like the Nintendo stuff to really talk about. So I kind of pop in and out, but like I really feel like this is sort of a rejuvenation or almost like an Easter. It's great that it's happening right after Easter because it's almost like a resurrection. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm really excited, dude. I think we've got great perks. I think we've got really great reasons to support us, and the T-shirt tier I'm super stoked about. But I know that that's like top tier. Bobby, I don't know if you're paying attention, but people are already supporting us.
Are they really? I didn't even notice anything.
Things are already happening that
Are they really?
Can't.
So go ahead.
We got one page. I can't see who it is.
Oh, really?
Somebody's at a $3 amount. Hasn't even sent the email yet.
Oh my god. So let's
So thank you, whoever that is. We're gonna find out as soon as we can, guys. This is amazing, and nobody's done this before, Bobby.
Yeah, nobody's ever. I don't think that I can say that anybody has done what we did here. And what I mean by that is, we launched it with a premiere on YouTube, and then now we're talking to you, where you guys have the ability to ask questions. And what I want to do.
Holy shit! Okay, stop. Hold the phone. Riboflavins, thank you so much at the silver level.
Get out.
Mr. Moody.
Wow.
Mr. Moody at the $20 level.
Wow.
Mr. Moody, thank you so much. All the way, going back all the way to the Make Us Better days, man. You've always been there. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is crazy. Thank you, Rancher Ribo. Thank you, Rancher Ribo.
No, it's Farmer Ribo. Don't start your stuff.
Rancher Ribo.
Listen.
Holy cow, you guys.
So wow, man. Wow. I'm floored. So we're at what? Where are we at?
Well, I think that puts us at $23. We're halfway to our first $50 goal.
Holy
pretty
cow.
much.
Okay, so let me say this. Man, I'm speechless right now. This is nuts. So wow, that totally derailed what I was.
Platinum producer. We really talked about like these names too. Like Bobby and I think Bobby's getting a little frustrated with me a little bit, to be honest.
Well, because I had it all. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's kind of back it up. So okay. I had for months been kind of bouncing ideas in my head. Like I had created a Patreon. I actually sent it off to Jules Watcham to look at it and critique, and a few other people I think I gave it to Ribo too, and was like, hey, can you just tell me like what you think about all this? And I got a lot of feedback, but my stuff was all Nintendo themed and Nintendo oriented. The one thing that stuck in all this was the T-shirt tier.
Yeah. Because
I thought that was, to me, something that's special in terms of I don't think anybody does something similar to that. But I also want to do this. I want to also explain to people this. I know the T-shirt tier is an expensive tier, and that's not for everybody, and I know that, and I'm not expecting people to do it, but we just figured let's do something massive. But we are also going to have a store as well where you can buy the shirts if you just want to buy the shirt. You know what I mean? Like if there's a particular month where you're like, man, I really like that shirt, but I'm not part of that tier, don't worry about it. Well, you can just go buy the shirt. That's not a big deal. But we just thought that there was we felt like if you were going to give us 50, we wanted to do a lot of bang for your buck and do a lot of stuff that we were doing in the Make Us Better one and then in this one as well.
And I don't want to dwell on that too much because, like, obviously, like, $1 is, like, if you guys are rating that rupee level, like, we appreciate everything that you guys do for us. But we know that last time people were giving at that level. And to be honest with you, like, I remember just feeling like we're not doing enough. We don't have, like, the setup to do enough for these people who are at that platinum level. That I think that's what we were calling the $50 level before. Bobby, this might be the best Patreon name I've ever heard because we just got another pledge, another silver level, $3 pledge from Battle Cat Bro 9000. I don't know who that is, but Battle Cat Bro 9000.
Are we okay?
Is that dude?
Where are you? Okay, here's my question to you. Maybe I'm not.
I'm logged in.
Oh, you're logged.
Going to notifications.
I'm logged in too, and I'm seeing.
Holy shit!
That's what I'm saying.
T-shirt. First T-shirt tier.
Bobby Miller.
Diamond. What? Okay, so I guess we hit our first milestone.
We're there.
We gotta get going.
That's what I was gonna say. I already saw that we were at when I logged in. I saw that we were at. Okay, so here. Wow.
Oh my gosh, we crushed. What has it been, like 10 minutes?
Not even. Bobby Miller, thank you so much, dude. So Bobby Miller is in the T-shirt tier. He is in the platinum. My God. Wow. Guys. My God. Okay, so here's the thing. Wow. Oh, you know what? That's Todd Oxtra. The Battle Cat one? That's
Battle
Todd
Cat
Oxtra.
Bro?
Yeah.
So
Thank
good,
you,
dude.
Todd.
Oh my
Bobby
gosh,
Miller,
Todd.
man. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad we mentioned his name on every single episode. Totally.
That stopped, by the way, because he's not getting. Although he pay, as long as he's a part of Patreon, we'll keep it up. The minute you stop supporting us, Todd, we stop bringing up your name.
Okay, Bobby, let's talk about things that we're excited about. The things that we get to do at this stage. New things that we're creating, new things we get to offer. Like what are you pumped about? I know I've got a few things that I'm stoked about. I got chills when the video was playing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The most exciting thing for me in everything we're doing is the fact that We the Gamercast spiritual successor is on the plate. Like that one to me was the one where I'm like, hell, I might even give money into it just so I can get it up to that level. Because to me, that's the one. Here's the thing. And
Bad Big Games with a rupee level pledge.
Very nice. Thank you, Bad Big Games. The thing that I feel is this is when you look at everything that has become, without We the Gamercast, there is no If We Were Nintendo, there is no this, there's no Make Us Better, there's none of this, because that was where you and I met, that's how we met, and that's what started the friendship where we are today. This has been a crazy journey, seriously, to where we are right now. I'm just humbled immensely that I'm able to do this with you again. The fact of the matter is that we took a long road to get to this point.
Yep, we want to do it right.
And the thing is, this is the one thing that I want to make clear, that I want people to understand. With Make Us Better, we were consistently adding different people to the mix and growing and growing and growing.
Silver level, I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm going to interrupt things. Silver level, Rey Osorio.
Oh, my God. By the way, Rey Osorio is over on the Twitch channel. El Capitan is over on the Twitch channel,
awesome.
And he's in the chat. So thank you, Ray. Thank you. The thing of it is we are... The idea is whatever... If we bring people in and stuff, we're going to kind of... They won't be part of this. Yep. So it'll consistently be where, like, the money that you're donating will come to Sean and I, but, like, if I want to bring on someone extra, that comes out of my cut. I think we should talk about the cuts. So the way we're doing it is it's almost like a 3-person cut, essentially. Sean gets a cut, I get a cut, and then you, me, and Capri gets a cut. And the idea behind it is the you, me, and Capri cut will be to help us do things like promotion and all that between the two of us, and then what Sean does with his for advertising or whatever he does to make himself better, he does with his portion, I do with my portion. There's something that I want to talk about that is on the table, and we just got to get to that point financially. Sean and I have discussed this. Hopefully, if things continue to go the way they're going, we are going to actually, Sean will travel to New Jersey every few months.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you?
I'm hitting refresh over here. We've got, I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm really excited about that too. This is insane. This is better than I ever expected. Thank you guys so much. I'm almost in tears
Whoa, Lee Navarro.
here. Tim, $10 pledge. Luke Lore, $3 pledge. Lee Navarro. We've got 2 diamond tiers. Diamond executive producers. This is absolutely bonkers.
They just want that T-shirt, man.
That T-shirt's beautiful, man.
That T-shirt's awesome. This
is the first T-shirt with the name Capri on it.
But by the way, I want to do this. I want to thank Adam Leonard.
Oh, good one.
Who absolutely has been a rock for me in terms of like all my artistic stuff, my branding, everything that goes forward. You guys know I sing his praises all the time. The guy does amazing stuff when it comes to artwork. He did this artwork for us. I basically threw an idea at him. He came back with what you see. Just the guy is amazing. So thank you so much for that.
Couldn't do it without him. Sorry for interrupting, man. Okay, so back to the whole like travel. I am obsessed with this idea. Ever since I came to see you, you picked me up from the train. Mm-hmm. We've made some content together. That video is one of your top 10 videos on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I am committed to you and I spending a couple of days together hammering out a bunch of content that we can share over a few months at a time. Yeah. And if we can start to get into a bit of a rhythm where we can like visit each other like back and forth, like this is not impossible.
No.
Like it's not like I don't even know. I'm not on the moon. I'm in Canada. You haven't even built your wall yet. So we can work this out, man. I'm really, really excited about that. And it's something that like I wanted to share with everybody here. It's sort of an unofficial goal. Like it's not something that we're going to put on the Patreon page because we still have some things to work out and things like that. And there may be something going on in June in LA for me that I'm not 100% sure about yet.
Yeah.
But that will help me. This will help me do that as well. Like there's a lot of stuff that we're really stoked about that will we didn't like blow our total load in this video, if you know what I mean.
No, and seriously, Luke Lore, Ray Osorio, Bad Bit, everybody so far. I mean,
Garrett Bland with the rupee level. Thank you so much, Bland.
Sean's just like hitting F5 over here, like he's buying Amiibo and stuff. Like,
dude, man.
Seriously, you guys are fantastic, each and every one of you, and you know. There's so much that I want. There is something that I'm going to be doing. Sean gets pissed when I do this.
I'm pissed already. I know what you're going to do.
I know.
I'm really mad.
I know. Sean gets mad when I do stuff for free because he always thinks that I should tie stuff to tiers and all that. I have a new video series that I will be starting hopefully either in the next couple weeks. It's going to be called A Cup of Joe and Nintendo. And so it's going to basically be me sitting at my living room, at my kitchen table with a cup of coffee, talking about Nintendo in a like a non, just a more relaxed fashion. I'll also be, what I'm thinking about doing is buying like one of those sampler boxes of coffee from Amazon and then like discuss the coffee as well. Like get into this little thing where it's just a relaxed setting, it's chill, and we just hang out, we talk and stuff like that. And so that's a video series that I'm gonna do. It's probably gonna air on Sundays. So it's in addition to what I'm already doing. It's not even like, you know, so I'm working on that as well. And yeah,
I've got some things I can't talk about as well. I think there's somebody in the chat, that knows at least a little something about it. Bobby, something that I'm excited about that is happening for everybody. There was no milestone. As soon as we launched this thing, we promised every patron was going to get access to this. I do have to give a shout out to the Mega Dads because this was inspired by the Dad Diaries. Every week, you're going to get a short little podcast from me. It's going to be called the Pants Patreon Podcast. I think I added another P in there at some point, but essentially the Pants Patreon Podcast. I just want to like give a special exclusive little 10-minute, 50-minute chat with the people who support us at the at all levels. This is for everybody, $1 and up. And just kind of let you guys know what I'm up to and what I think about what's going on in the news and what Bobby and I have been up to, and just have a quick little dialogue, just a little drop in your ear. I'm not sure when it's gonna launch. I don't want it to be Friday. but you guys, maybe we can have a poll or something in the Patreon. The Patreon page is going to be very active, man. That's going to be a really good place for us to post content and polls, and really the goal is like a lot of engagement across the Patreon page and the Discord.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about any changes that are going to happen to your channel?
Nothing.
Are there any changes? We haven't really talked about
You're not
anything.
touching my stuff. What are you talking about?
You're a real ding.
You mean my Discord?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So the Discord will add Sean's content in to the channels.
I'm allowed back in.
The server will be renamed to Yumi and Capri from Nintendo Guru. We'll change the logo and all that stuff, so it'll no longer just be me. It'll be me and Sean in there. And basically, it's going to become what Make Us Better was. Make Us Better to me was the brain.
I want that dude, Reno.
The Make Us Better to me was like the brain trust of so many great people coming together, and it was such an amazing community. And I want to essentially, I've been trying to recapture that forever, and it doesn't feel like it happens. And I feel like this now brings it all full circle, and we come back to the way things are or were, and everything kind of pushes from here. So I want to reiterate something that we talked about at the beginning. So anybody that's new coming in, I want you to understand this Patreon does not mean you have to pay to get content. Yeah. There is anything extra that we've done. It's just exclusive stuff that we added to. If we ran Nintendo, it's not going to change. The only difference is we're going to add an additional topic. It'll be voted on by the people in Patreon, and then that section will be aired specifically for the Patreon people. There's a couple things that are exclusive just to the Patreon because we want to give people a reason to join the Patreon. But at the end of the day, like anything that I'm currently doing is not locked behind a paywall. Like if we ran Nintendo, still there. Nintendo PlayStation Podcast, still there. Breaking Bells will not go anywhere. That will be coming back. I have some new episodes that are going to be coming up very soon. They're just going to be shadow dropped. I'm not going to be consistent all the time. I love Animal Crossing. You guys know that. We'll just shadow drop them in. Nintendo Guru Daily, still going to be banging out every single week, every day. This new Cup of Joe and Nintendo will also be another thing. So we are pushing forward with everything. This is just a way. There was people that reached out to me. There's people that reached out to Sean that was like, hey, we love the content you give us. We love the support you do for us. We want to find a way to help you out in any way financially. Like, I got news for you. These lights, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. And Rybo keeps making me buy more. So, got to do what got to do. So,
it's Rybo's fault.
It's Rybo's fault. It's all Rybo's fault. So the idea behind it is, we push forward. We keep doing what we're doing. And if you can't do anything but share a tweet, fave a video, share a video someplace, just show up into the chat during a stream, I'm fine with all of that. You guys know you don't have to do a single thing for us at all, and I still would love you guys immensely.
Big time.
Like, everything you guys do for me means the world to me, and I love each and every one of you. You guys got me through some seriously hard times last year that I seriously don't know where I would be without you guys. And for that, I am forever grateful and forever indebted to you all. So I want that to be clear, that like, you don't have to do things if you don't feel, financially secure, or you don't feel like this is your thing. Some people don't like Patreon. It's fine.
Yep.
You could just show up to a stream, and if you're the type of person that just shows up to streams and drops bits, you can do that. That's fine. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings at all.
For example, if you don't want to support Bobby at all, but if you want to I'm just kidding, Bobby. I love you, man. I can't.
You are real. Why would them words even come out of your mouth?
I'm just kidding. You brought it up, man. You brought it up. I'm just joking. But really, like, this really does help. Like, Bobby and I have recently, like, we've launched our own sites to host our own content. We're not free supported anymore, which is good. Like, it's a trade-off, right? Like, you have your full control, but there's a cost associated with that. So I'm just really appreciative that. What an amazing day, dude.
So let me ask you here. Is your site active now?
Yeah, it's live. It's just not very pretty.
Okay, but my question is
now
this.
it's gonna be.
My question is this. So your site is live. It's active.
Yep.
Do you have RSS feeds that are running off of that?
Yeah, that's how people are getting. If we ran Nintendo, I'm sorry, not if we ran Nintendo. The Xbox Drive comes off of SeanCapriGaming.com. I also moved over We the Gamercast over onto that site so that it can survive and nobody just hits delete and it disappears forever.
Yeah.
Not that would ever happen. It's never happened before.
No,
it's
never.
not a real thing I'm talking about.
Never happened before. Not at all.
So and it would allow me to really add any other things, and I've really wanted to get back into writing too, man.
Yeah.
So this is also like I want to get back into more a couple of opinion pieces here and there. Like it just offers me a lot of flexibility, and a place to, like we talked about in the video, like highlight our supporters as well. I just wanted to make sure that I have that space for, and the other thing too is I've sort of moved on from We the Nerdy, which sort of explains the We the Gamercast is not coming back because I've moved away from We the Nerdy for a number of different reasons. The priority is, like, I think it was confusing. People thought that was my site because the podcast was like the more prolific part of the site.
Yeah.
So it was a little confusing. So Andrew and I were kind of like, if he ever wants me to do like a freelance piece or something like that, I can jump in there. But for all intents and purposes, like, I'm not connected to We the Nerdy, so I wanted to. And I said that We the Gamercast was over. Like, that finale was really for the finale.
Yeah.
So if we do hit that goal, it will be a new podcast, which will be hosted on my new site. But I want to keep like the spirit of it the same. Probably be longer because it's going to start out as a monthly show just to kind of get back into the groove of things, and we can be real choosy with guests and things like that. And I'm really excited about it, man. I've really missed that. I think that that's probably like the cornerstone of the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of just getting in behind the scenes of the weekly podcast that everybody is making, or, just getting to know one another. I really do feel like I've really missed that. And if I can be so candid with you guys, like when I announced that We the Gamercast was going away, like, I bawled my eyes out, man. Like, it was not like but I needed to do it. It's sort of the same thing with you when things happen with you. Like, you just know that you just have to take a step away from the things that you love and just take care of stuff.
Yeah.
Ellie's 5 months old now. Lincoln is over 2. Like, things are changing and kind of getting back into the normal swing of things. I can kind of know what to expect from a Saturday, Sunday, Monday and stuff. It's still very tight, but I know what to expect. But when Ellie was first born, or when that was coming up, like, things were so frantic and I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. We're coming up on our $150 goal, where you and I will start a monthly Patreon exclusive podcast called You, Me, and Capri Podcast.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's
man.
crazy, bro.
That's odd. I'm so excited.
That is nuts, dude. And that's the thing. Like, I was like, that was the one thing that when you and I did discuss, I want to kind of go behind the scenes a little bit. So when I came back and you and I did discuss me potentially coming back to make us better, and essentially I was saying to you a couple of things I threw at you at that point. I was like, if I do come back, I want to have a t-shirt tier put in there. Yep. That was one. So that was months, like it was over almost a year ago that idea was brewing, and the whole time I'm saying, my God, I hope nobody steals this idea. And then 2 was the idea of, like, I was like, if I come back, we need to do a Make Us Better podcast. And I was actually, at the time, PUBG was a thing. It was huge. Yeah. And I really wanted to do MUBG, and that was going to be the name of the podcast. So then when we did this, I was like, if we do this, there has to be a podcast, just you and I. But I don't want to do gaming. I don't want to talk gaming. We do that enough already. You and I have some great conversations a lot of time that are just candid stuff, just sitting down talking, and I would love to just do that and just talk about whatever. Alex Van Aken just showed up. What did you miss?
Alex Van Aken, you missed a little something.
You missed a little
man.
something, bro. You missed a little. Something.
I would be remiss if we didn't give a little shout out to OK Beast, because when Alex, and for anybody who's new, Bobby and I just announced a brand new Patreon. You, Me, and Capri is our new Patreon. We have a great announcement video that Bobby and I have been working on for the last little bit. And the shout out to OK Beast is, you guys have made us better. You guys, when you launched your Patreon, we're like, holy snap, that is how you do it.
Yeah. So
I don't think that our video quality will ever reach the tier and the quality and fidelity that they're able to achieve over at OK Beast. But we wanted to, if we were to one up it any way possible, we stealth launched it.
Yeah.
We had the premiere. And then Bobby and I were sitting here waiting for the kind of done video to finish so that we could launch into this chatter right now. So I don't know if anybody's ever done
Not
anything
like that,
that.
no. Yeah.
We are smashing through our first few goals already. We've got great rewards,
Yes.
Alex, and anybody else who's new. I'm stoked. Weekly podcast. You're going to get me in your ears every single week. We're coming up on a monthly podcast exclusive called You Mean Capri podcast, exclusive to Patreon supporters. That'll be a monthly show with Bobby and I that we were just talking about just before you popped in. And Bobby, this is great because I am, with the prospect of the Gamercast coming back, the spiritual successor to We the Gamercast, I'm like, well, I gotta have Bobby on. Like, I want to talk to Bobby, and then I realized, like, well, we'll have the show.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get my Bobby time.
Yeah,
I'll get my Bobby like outside of gaming, outside of like if you ran Nintendo and things like that, and it'll like that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Like when you went away from if you ran Nintendo and everything went like, it's that scheduled time.
Yeah.
Anybody who creates content has an appreciation for this, that you have that like carved out in your calendar. Everything else becomes a secondary priority.
Yeah.
And you get to hang out with your friends. And that's really special to me, man. So this is kind of a nice thing to like, well, I could tell my wife like, well, I can't do anything about it. The people wanted us to make this show, so
Gotta
I
do
make
it.
this
You
show.
gotta do
What choice do I have?
The thing too is real quick. I wanna piggyback off what you said about OK Beast. Alex Van Aken, when you guys launched the OK Beast Patreon, I watched that video. I was floored because I was like, my God, this is next level stuff. So when Sean and I discussed this, I was like, dude, we need to do something that is good. Like, I don't want to just do the typical thing. So I actually went in and was like, okay, I wrote the whole script. It took me a couple weeks to actually get it all scripted out, everything we wanted to do. And I said it to Sean. Sean read through it. He loved it. He approved it. Then we just started going from there. But it's crazy to just see where we're at already. Like, this is just humbling beyond belief to see where we are. So I don't know, man. I don't know what else there is. So the other thing too that's been kicked around. I just want to. This isn't guaranteed content that's coming, but I do want to discuss it. One thing that I have, because my Nintendo Guru channel is strictly Nintendo related stuff, but there is an idea of me kicking around some stuff to bring back the Geek Guru. And with that would be some additional podcasts that I would do that would be geek related stuff. So there's that type of stuff too that we're looking at. No finishing touches on any of that or anything across the board for that. The one thing too that I want to say that you were saying as well is that's the one thing I learned when I did go away was that I missed you and Toby immensely. And that's why when I come back, those two shows are definite, have to do, can't live without them. And that's the thing with Toby. I look forward to that show every other week when we record it because it's amazing stuff. So
yeah,
this is this is crazy. This is crazy.
Bonkers,
this
dude.
is nuts. I think the funny thing is you can attest this. I was so nervous.
Shaking, dude. I've never seen you like that
before we went live. I was like, my God, what if people tell us to F off, Sean? What do we do?
Well, especially as the video is kind of going on and like the words we say like Patreon, and I don't know if I was like on a different chat or something like that, like nothing. Like,
nothing.
Said anything.
Nobody was saying anything. I was like,
oh, no.
The only thing that made me feel good though was we had the video playing, and I had the video playing. There was 10 people watching the video. There was 14 people in the live stream. Another 3 or 4 over on Twitch, and I was like, okay, nobody's leaving, so that's a good thing.
Good point.
Because if it went for them numbers down to 1, I'd be like, oh, okay, Sean, this is a dumb idea. We got to shut this down.
I know, it's just you put yourself out there a little bit. You always do whenever you create content,
Yeah.
But when you do something like this, it's a little bit nuts. I think we could show that message from Deuterino. It's all good, man. I'm stoked, man. The logo, everything looks great.
Yeah.
I think it looks fresh.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do a weekly podcast. I'm excited to do a monthly show with you. I'm excited. We're already gonna have we smashed past our $50 goal. We're gonna have Sunday afternoon Google Hangouts, Patreon, Discord Hangouts for anybody at the $1 and up level. I think that there's a ton of stuff. Like we kind of front loaded that rupee level stuff. Want to make sure that for the most part, like if you're in at a $1 level, you're getting most of the things.
So, Bobby Miller said in Twitch, can we side donate non-tier related? I mean, yeah. I mean, you can always there. Wait, is there? I don't think we have like a nothing tier related in there. We might have to just
Not on Patreon. I don't think. You can customize your you can customize. You don't have to follow like the tiers.
Yeah,
or
you don't have to
whatever.
follow the tiers. I mean, I think you could put a different dollar amount if you wanted to. Maybe.
But I believe you can donate straight to your YouTube or your Twitch channel. You can donate straight to my Twitch whenever we're live and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great question. It's a
we might have to look at that and see if there is because I thought there was before. Like you could just put in whatever amount you wanted to add to it, and maybe that's something we should look at and see if we could do. So we'll work on that, Bobby.
Thanks.
We'll take a look at that one. Signal is going in and out, but I'm so excited for you both. there was a kid screaming.
They weren't home when we started.
Yeah, exactly. Alexander is saying Patreon lets you give money without a reward, so there is that option as well.
There's that. Yep,
yeah.
Yep,
So
you can choose that.
But yeah. So before we wrap up, is there anything else you want to say before we shut her down?
Just thank you, man. I am so floored. Thank you to you, Bobby. There's a ton of work that you've put into this. And thank you to everybody for signing up and being here. When Bobby throws up a thing that says, don't call it a comeback, and everybody's like, what the F is this? Like, what are you, like, you're back. Like, what are you talking about? And people still show up, and you guys are still here. And then when we ask you to join us on Patreon, and you do in crazy levels, I'm blown away, man. So I'm excited by what this can allow us to do. I'm excited by what this it lights a fire under our butts, dude.
Yeah.
Like nothing else. Like anybody who's had a Patreon before or does it, they know it.
Yeah.
And it automatically it raises the stakes. So thank you guys for trusting us with that. Are you giggling a little over there? You can do
Deuterino, will there be a Zelda CDI goal?
I would love that. I would love that. Yes. Yep. Might as well just lock on.
We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this. Is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a goal. It's gonna be called the Deuterino goal, and that goal is going to.
Bobby?
Oh, there he is.
Come here. He
There
just got a
is.
haircut.
Did he really?
You just got a haircut. Come here, handsome. Oh, look at you.
Oh,
look,
boy.
you're on the video.
Oh,
and everything.
boy.
Who's that guy?
Link.
Is that Bobby? Can you say Bobby?
It's like whatever.
You always say Bobby. There's so many legs, though. Can you say hello? He's so shy. He's getting shy. He's looking at himself.
He's
on the
like,
YouTube
whatever,
channel.
dude, whatever.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute.
So here's what I want to do. I want to do a Deuterino goal, and what that goal is, if we hit to that point, we'll play one game a month on stream that Deuterino recommends.
Amazing. Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, but that'll be all it'll be. Hotel Transylvania 3 every single day, every single month. So,
is that all, Bobby?
I think that's all. So I want to thank everybody real quickly before we wrap it up. I truly appreciate this. This means the world to both Sean and I. Thank you for the support. Thank you for putting up with my stupid trolling promotions to get you guys all fired up and get you here. So there we go. So thank you very much for coming out. I love you all. And
oh, now you're talking.
that's
Say
gonna
Bobby.
be my future co-host.
Yeah, probably.
That is
All right,
all.
dude. That is all.
Peace out, Preston.